Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Railroads. Today's beverage is a very carbonated cherry cola. So welcome back to the game, and previously we were on the Great Britain map and attempting a challenge that was not successful. In fact, I'm not even too sure if it's even possible. That was to buy out all of the opponents before the end of the first era, and well, I didn't even get nowhere near that one, but we did get a win of it and it was still enjoyable. In this one, not so much a challenge but more of a goal, and the goal is to basically play on the Southwest US map, which I think is my favourite map of the entire game. In fact, I think, if memory serves, although my mind does crumble away like a piece of wet cake these days, this was the very first map I played on when I got the game. And yeah, we're just going to try this one out, and I'm going to try to not transport gold. Gold is worth 50,000 generic units of currency in the game, and it is the most on this map. And we've started in LA, which has a smelter, and then down here there's going to be loads and loads of mines, isn't there? There's San Diego over into the mountains here, and actually there's a vineyard and some mills. This is normally where you get the ore and such, but anyway, let's just see how we get on. We've got Jay Cook, Jim Fisk and Jay Gould on the map. Whereas said in Los Angeles, we go up to here, we've got some oil, we've also got one of the opponents there, that's Jay Cook. Let's go over to Las Vegas. Nobody's in Las Vegas, there is a smelter there. Over into the mountains, just trying to see where the other opponents are, the other AI. In Flagstaff, there's nobody there. Having a quick look down the bottom here, we've got some we've got some oil over there. There's no one in Phoenix. Trying to find out where the other people are. I'm really not too sure. We'll find out soon enough. Anyway, back over to where we start. And as I said, I'm going to try and not transport gold because, well, let's just have a quick check. Goods report, it is, let's say 50,000 generic units of currency. So one of the most expensive. I think it's only arms, really, that gets up to about 62-ish. Anyway, let's just unpause the game. And we're going to do some passengers and mail over straight away to San Diego here, and then we're going to go and put that in there, and I'm going to go with, I think, maybe should we go with full on? No, actually, we don't really need to do that. I think we're going to go with a 3-2 setup. It's not something we often do with that one, but let's see. Anyway, we've got a winery. Let's get this to a terminal because I think that would be of some benefit for us, and I think we're going to head probably north. Actually, no. So in Los Angeles, we've got a refinery and a winery, and for the latter, there will be somewhere where we could get some grapes. So there's grapes over here, as well as, actually, where is the other grape stuff? Let me just click on the winery, although it's a bit difficult because of where it is. Let me just spin the camera around. And there's grapes all over the place. Right, we're going to go wine early, and let's just go for the winery. We'll start buying that one out. I'm going to go with a bit of a double track on this one, and then head over to, like I say, the winery here, sell some shares. We're going to have to go to about there, and that should be fine, and then we'll probably put that in there. And say wine, well, grapes, max that out completely, wait until full actually on that one, and then basically clear the car and call it there. Mayor of Blythe solicits railway, good for them. One user at 11, let's just see, and apparently we set a speed record, 31 miles per hour near the Los Angeles terminal. San Diego also has a winery, and that's interesting actually because, hey, Jay's put a bid on the winery that I want to buy out. We've got 1, 2, 3 grapes over here. What I'm tempted to do is actually buy out the San Diego winery as well. Let me just go to a faster speed here. Maybe buy that one out. Yeah, let me sell some more shares, and I'm going to go for the winery here. And what we're going to do is we'll double track this thing, and we'll have it so that we are basically doing all of the grapes back and forward. Let me just go over to here. Looks like Jay Gould's put a bid on that one. Let me just outbid them a bit more. Let's go through here, and we've got that one, which is fine. So I'm going to go with some grapes, max that thing out, wait until full, go there, clear the car, and then call it a day. And as I said, I'm going to go for a bit of a double track that's basically going to be transporting wine from one side of the area to the other. Let me just go for some little cross-hatching there. There is a technical term for it, and I always forget it. People often will remind me in the comments anyway. And let's just go with here, and I want to go with wine, and go there and wine again. So it's basically bringing wine back and forwards. And we want to go with another sort of spur off here, and I'm just going to have this come down the mountain and straight over to the winery, actually not winery, to vineyard, and we'll do that again. We'll go from there, max out on the grape, drop it off, and then clear the car. And then there's one more, which I think is, well, actually I don't need to think, I just need to click. Let me see if I can find the winery in here. There it is, and then it is over there. Okay, so the vineyard is a little bit further away than I thought, but that's not too much of an issue. We're going to go with that, and then we'll say, let's not do it that way. Let's go from this side to this side. There we go. It's just going to clear that a little bit, and then straight over, and it's going to go to there. And then, don't know if this is a great idea. There's a 260 mogul freight train, locomotive. Delivery bonus on perishables. I think we've got, yeah, we're heavy into perishables, so we'll see if we can pick that one up. I've just realised that we are making all of the monies. Just going to keep buying out my stock and putting a bit on that one. No, looks like I'm not going to get that for cheap. Let's go 100,000 generic units of currency, and yeah, looks like we're going to get that job done. Okay, so from here we want to go max out on the grapes and then wait until full, go there, clear the car, and then that's job done. Let's just keep on buying out my stock to make sure that we're in a fairly secure financial position. We do obviously have the oil thing here. Okay, well, there is, to be fair, well, is there anywhere I can take that? I could take it over to LA, to be fair. Who's this? Jay Cook is heading in our direction. Okay, and they've been a bit naughty where they put that track there. It's going to be a bit interesting. Let me just go over to there, and then we'll say get a train set up for the oil, which is wait until full, go there, clear the car. I'm not actually bringing the goods anywhere, but I'm going to buy out the refinery. Is there any other? Jay's put a bid on that one. Jay Gould, not Jay Cook. Okay, let's see. If we get it for 150, it'll be a bit of a steal on this one. And yeah, 142,000 generic units of currency. That's fine. Okay. So, for the refinery, which is here, we do have some oil over there, and actually, that's okay, because it looks like Jay Cook is bringing stuff to us, so we're actually going to get a bit of a bonus here, because we obviously own this refinery now, so when they bring the oil, then we're going to get, let's say, that nice little boost, which is good. I'm actually going to probably try and buy out Jay and liquidate their assets, maybe. That gets them off my doorstep, because they're a little bit too close at this stage. They only own 30% of their company. We own 70%, which is very nice indeed. We're on 6.6 million. Next highest is Jay Gould on 3.2, Jay Cook on 2.5, and Jim Fisk sitting at the bottom with only 10% of the stock on just over 1 million. So yeah, anyway, let's just, like say, keep on trying to buy out Jay Cook. I'm going to check, actually, 1 second. They've altered this concept of that train there. It's actually 2 cars shorter than what it was. Okay. Over to the goods report. We are leading on passengers and mail, which is surprising because we've only got 1. Wine, we are absolutely dominating, 100%. Oil, we've only got 18%, and Jay Gould's a little bit higher on that one. Nobody's actually transporting gold, which is a bit of a surprise considering how valuable it is. But yeah, so we do have the cattle farm here, and half maintenance costs on all trains always go with the McCoy lubricator patent. Yeah, let's pick that one up. Looks like Jay Gould is determined to get that, and they may just do it as well. We're on 250,000. It's one of the most valuable patents we've got anyway. It's not exactly cheap, but we have indeed picked it up. I'm just thinking as well, we don't actually need to do any upgrades because we've only been to terminals rather than anywhere else. Anyway, from here, let's go with another loco. I'm going to go from that one to that one and then spur this off and then head over to here and then straight through to the cattle ranch and terminal, put that in there, get that to a terminal, and also I'm going to buy out the stockyard so it's there, wait until full with a total of 8 and then clear it and then max out on the food and then go there and then clear that one. And let's just make sure we keep bidding on this one. That was a bit risky there. I started building the train while there was a auction on the go, an auction that we really want to get. 46010 wheeler has just been released. I think that is a passenger loco, but I'll check in but a moment, and that is now bought. Let's just see then. Over to here and to upgrades, and yes, it is passenger, so we'll go with that one. And let's probably buy a little bit more of J. Cook's company, just a bit shy of it. New speed record of the 46010 wheeler, 43 miles an hour, which is good. And I need a donation. Ask local multi-millionaire. That's to go over 10 million generic units of currency, one would assume. Victory screen, and yep, that's exactly what it says. That's overcoming depression, which is by 1950, so we've actually got most of that done. Yeah, that's pretty good. Where else do I need to head? Oh, just didn't even realise that was a thing there. Let me go ahead and double track this. I just realised that there is another cattle ranch over here, so that's very, very handy. This already feels like we've going to get a bit of fairly solid win on it, but as I said at the start, it wasn't really about any particular challenge, but yeah, I often enjoy this map. I don't know what it is about it. Yeah. I think it's because it's quite topographical. That's a nice word. It's undulating terrain. So you've got valleys, you've got mountains, you've got rivers, you've got a lot of map to deal with. So it's quite, I think, interesting in that regard. And good grief, what's happened here? Who is this? This is Jay. Jay's getting in on the wine action over here, which is not something I really want them to be doing. Okay. I think I'm going to... Parsons Steam Patent Turbine. That was a sentence in the wrong order. It's a turbine patent. Let's see if we can get this one for a decent price. 250,000 isn't decent, but we do have a lot of freight in our business, so 250,000, I'll pay for it. Yeah, I'll go for that one. We're currently valued at 14 million. Yeah, just under 14 million. Next highest is Jay Gould on 6 million, who's just been awarded 100,000 for an incentive to go somewhere. After that, it's J. Cook on 4, and then Jim Fisk, who is currently owned pretty much exclusively by Jay Gould. It wouldn't surprise me if we see Jim being bought out by Jay Gould. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all. Speaking of buyout, we are 2.7 million away from buying out Jay, but we have 2.5, so by the time I probably finish this sentence, we will be able to buy them out, and close to it anyway. So buy and liquidate. So that was a very, very early buyout for us. What I'm going to do is have this sort of spur off and then go over to here, and this is where we're going to have the more oil coming in. So we'll max that out, wait until full, go there, clear the car, change the loco to freight, and that should do it quite nicely. Over here in Bishop, there is a food plant, and we can probably get over there. Let's just head up into the mountains. Just going to skirt past that, and good grief, that was a bit of an interesting way of going about things there. Over to there, and then 1, and then 2, and then obviously we're going to go for food plant, and I may have, what was that, Bull Hill or something? Solicitors Railway. We're not going to bother with it really. What I am going to bother with is buying out my own stock. This food plant is 222,000. It's actually quite expensive. The reason for that is it's already been making money because it had stuff going back and forward anyway, so yeah, that's what's happened there. Interestingly here, for the Bishop Terminal, there is loads of food that needs to be taken, and I'm going to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to double track this one, and then head over here. Actually, I better double track this as well, and this is going to have a bit of an interesting layout here, isn't it? There we go. This is going to have another loco, which is going to be there, food, and all it's going to do is bring food back and forwards. That's all it's going to do. For this food plant here, then, there is food elsewhere, or farms, but they are pretty far away near Flagstaff. And you know what? Do I bother bringing them all the way to here? Is there any point in doing that? I mean, yes is the answer. I mean, it is worthy of our time and attention, really, but let's see. Let me go for buying out more of my stock. And there we go, we now own all of our company. I'm going to put some money into Jim Fisk's company and probably start to buy out Jay as well. What I want to do is spur this off and go right under the mountain. This is going to be quite an expensive endeavour, but I think worthy. And there's Bullhead City that was soliciting that railway, and it was... they were over here somewhere, weren't they? They were quite a ways away, though. Let me go ahead and see if I can find this again. Back over to the left, and you can see how big Bishop has become already. Okay, so it is from here, just across the way, and lost it again. Around here, something like that. How expensive is this going to be? It's $250,000 to there, and then we're going to do that one, and then we're going to do probably that one. This is very inefficient, the way we're going to be transporting this. So half the Pat Bridge patent, we've just spent $250,000 on getting this bridge, and then that comes up really cheap. But whatever, it is what it is. And clear that one, and that should get it. I'm going to put a cheeky bid on that. I don't particularly want it, but I also don't want Jay to have it. Yeah, you know what? I'll put a little bit more. If they put another bid on it, I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, you can have it for 170,000. Yeah, not really our business, that one. What is our business is Jay's business. We've almost bought out 50% of their company, and 863,000 to buy the rest of their floating stock. We'll pick that up in but a moment. Just watching the money roll in and buy. Yes. Okay. Considering we haven't done any gold. Nobody's transporting gold. Okay, is everybody doing this air quotes challenge that I said not transport gold? Manufactured goods also not transporting it, and we are definitely producing manufactured goods. If we go down over to Los Angeles, you see there's 10 goods that's being produced. Shall I start transporting some goods? So from there, I want to say goods and change this one. Oh no, it is freight, so it's fine. Then go to there and clear it. There's still a wine train going back and forward. Is it producing goods? Is it producing goods? No. Okay. Okay, I don't know what I've done there. I'll just clear it and I'll just bring more wine back. When in doubt, wine. Not a true word said. Anyway, well, let's see. Do we want to transport some goods over to Las Vegas? We don't, but I probably want to spur off the railway and then maybe transport some passengers and mail, perhaps? Is there anything over here quite big? I think there is in the mountains here. We've got Flagstaff, which is passengers and mail. Okay, it's a bit far away. There's the Las Vegas gold supply, and actually there's a smelter in Las Vegas. Okay. Well, it is possible for me to... I think it is possible for me to head over there and start transporting passengers and mail, but is it going to be worth it at this stage of the game? We've got nearly 3 million. We're only on May 1885, and it's going to cost... It's going to cost 9 million to completely win the game. Buying out J will... Oh, no, sorry. Yes, it will. It'll win us the game, I think, because we'll then own all of Jim. Okay. You know what? I think we're just going to sit on that. We're on 4 million now, so why not? Let's just see. So, for ore, J Gould is on 66%, oil is J Gould on 75%, cornmeal is J Cook on 52%. The rest of it is basically we're winning, and there's not maybe... So there's ore being transported, obviously. It's only worth 8 million generic units of currency, but 57 for gold. Wow, okay. But nobody's transporting gold, so it must be produced. And you can see the actually money's going up for that one, which is good. Wine, we're on 93%. That's worth 13, so that's actually relatively inexpensive. Food is more expensive than wine. Grapes, obviously, we're winning on. And sorry, I've just got distracted by looking at the top here. Just in the last maybe minute or so, we've got up to almost 7 million. The Great Head Tunnelling Shield patent is getting bid on by J. Yeah, you can have it for 110, because basically we're going to run their company in the next minute or so. So yeah, got that going for us. So we have ourselves on... Oh yeah, there we go. Look, Jim Fisk has been bought out. So Jim Fisk has been bought out by J. So their stock has actually gone up by... I was about to say a couple of million, but it's just recently dropped from 10 million to 9.1, 8.9, 8.8. Why is that heading south so fast? They must be building track. They must just have capital that they've spent. That's the only thing I can think of, because their stock values, I mean, that's it. It's done. And then there was one. New Monopoly takes over rails, full story on page 8. That's been a bit of railroads. That was genuinely surprising. Like I say, I really do enjoy playing on this map. It is probably my favourite, but we won't tell the others. And I've probably said that about other maps anyway, so yeah, I guess we'll not take it to heart. But yeah, we've not transported any ore, any gold, which is the mainstay for this map for making money. We've mainly just done food, and we did get very lucky, admittedly, starting in an area that we had I was going to say a grapery, but I don't even think that's a word. We had the winery over in Los Angeles, and obviously there was wine to the northwest, and then we headed over to San Diego, which also had some more vineyards around it as well, and we basically just had a wine train. We just had a bit of a boozy a boozy one on this one. Either way, that's been a bit of the game. A bit of a short and sweet one, I guess, but if nothing else, efficient, I think. Yeah, it's been fairly fun. Hope you have enjoyed this, once again, little chill look at railroads. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions for different challenges, or any runs you would like to see attempted, any maps you want to see featured, then by all means let me know in the comments. And as always, we will go from there. We are now worth almost 40 million generic units of currency. I don't think we've had a value this high and a win this quick in quite some time. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.